So I just wondered, because it's obviously been rumored online, did Paul Orndorff really beat up Vader in his flip-flops?
Yeah, he did.
And please feel free to tell that story.
On my cell phone, as I was driving to the venue, my assistant, her name is Janie Engel, and she lives in Texas now, but she was my right-hand person. She knew everything. Nothing happened that I didn't hear about if I either didn't see it or it didn't come to me through her. She was very close to me. She was also very close to Paul Orndorff. Occasionally. On the road. But Janie was very good friends with Paul. And Paul and Vader got into an argument because Vader was a bully. And if he was sitting in that chair right now, I'd probably still get my ass kicked. But he was a bully. He just treated everybody with disrespect, and if you looked up the word bully in the dictionary at that time, it would be a picture of a big, fat, sweaty Vader. And and this is what I was told now, because I'll get back to that in a second. But what I was told was that the production crew was trying, you know how it is, you produce TV, and you're trying to get people in certain places at certain times because you've got cameramen that got a lot of stuff to do, and you don't have all day to shoot a TV show. You got to get it done when you got to get it done. And a lot of times talent was, I'll get to you when I get to you. Yeah, I'll be with you in just a second. I got to, whatever. And a half hour would go by, and it backs up everything and everybody else. It's very disrespectful to everybody involved. Not only the production crew, but also other talent. When you're a talent and a producer, I don't care if it's a producer that's never been on the job one day before, when a producer asks you to do something, your job as a talent is to do it as quickly and as well as you can. That's what I believe. Well, Vader operated a little differently, as did some other guys. So the producers were getting frustrated and trying to get Vader to where he was supposed to be, and he kept blowing him off. Finally, somebody went to Paul Orndorff, who was the agent at the time, one of the agents, and Paul was still a badass back then. I mean, he could go, and he didn't take any from anybody. And he went up to Vader and said, "Come on, Vader, you got to get to your interview." And Vader blew him off. And Paul, he showed up at TV and he was wearing cutoff shorts because it was in the summer. I remember it was in the summertime. It was hot. It was in an unair conditioned building, similar to what we were in last night. It was just a small, confined, hot place with not a lot of room to move around, and everybody was a little tense anyway. And when Vader just blew Paul off, Paul just punched him right in the side of the freaking head and knocked him out. I don't know if he knocked him out. He knocked him down. I don't think he knocked him completely unconscious. But he dropped him with one punch in his flip-flops and Bermuda shorts. And Jane, I got to tell the rest of the story. So I'm driving to the arena because I was at a meeting and I was running late. TV had already started, and I'm driving as quick as I could. I had a cell phone in my car. That was back when cell phones were kind of a big deal, like James Bond had them. And I get this panic call from Janie Engel, because she thought for sure when I got to the building and found out that Paul Orndorff punched one of our talents that I was going to fire Paul. And because she was friends with Paul, she didn't want that to happen. so I'm picking up the phone, she's trying to tell me, and she's a very honest person, and she's trying to tell me what happened. I went, "Tell Paul he just got a raise." And that's that story.